Hey, where are you guys?
Is this thing working?
It better.
Huh.
I'm with one of my coolest, bestest friends ever. Damon, introduce yourself.
I'm Damon, aka Zap Nasty.
And we're here live in Proof on the other side of Chinatown, the Beartania side.
Beautiful downtown Chinatown.
Yeah, and, thank you for the mayor doing it. Bunch of things. This man has been a really cool part of my life. We don't get to hang out a lot, but we do.
We need to hang out more.
We try. Cheers.
A beer and a podcast.
Yeah, we've been trying for a long time to get together, and with Zap Nasty, of course, and we wanted to do something. Remember, like a dark room, one lamp kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we want to do something kind of
with fake interview questions, kind of set up. Like a mockumentary, like a mock interview.
Yeah,
what would you call that?
A mock interview.
A bio interview.
Well, it would just be a podcast.
Okay, well, I guess we're doing it now.
Yeah. Actually, hey guys, how you guys doing?
Oh, sorry.
So this man's doing a lot of stuff lately. I'm really impressed with him and stuff.
Thanks.
Zap,
you got to keep moving.
Yeah, Zap Nasty just dropped an album.
I did drop an album.
Tell them where to find it.
You can go on Facebook and find it. It's on Reverb Nation.
Now,
Zap Nasty at Reverb Nation.
Now, if you have, you're at home and you have your computer and you have your phone, have your phone go on Reverb Nation for Zap Nasty and listen to the music as we talk about it.
It has my other band on there too.
Yeah,
Superhero Rockstar.
Yes. That was kind of.
I like
that project.
That was a good project.
Yeah. The only time
all good things must come to an end.
I like the fact that I got to photograph you with a cape and actually jumped sideways and the cape flew out. That was, even though it was still a cape shot.
Superhero.
Yeah.
Rock star.
Exactly.
Somebody had to wear the cape. It was going to be me.
And then on top of everything else, he actually has relaunched his tiki art,
Yeah, before I got into this music scene here in Hawaii, I was an artist selling my art down at the zoo fans and galleries and stuff like that. And music is my passion. So
yes,
I followed my passion, which was music, and then I started shooting videos, and then the Lolo Brothers, and I mean, I really owe it all to Joe Corelli.
Yeah, and actually, Joe hit me up 2 days ago, and he's bringing Mike over. Mike, what's his name?
Mike
from the 11th Hour and Not So
Pretty. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, and I know this guy for 30 years. I can't remember his last. Elwood.
Yeah.
And Mike Elwood. So anyway, but more importantly is
they're coming out here tonight.
No, next.
Oh, okay. Next.
But more importantly, I got Zap Nasty next to me.
I'm here.
I mean, this guy.
And it's been a while. It's been a long and twisted road.
Yeah.
The whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
I knew I was in bad shape. When it was 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll never forget it. I was wasted off my ass because that's what we did.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I was watching Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and I was like, yeah, I think my life has taken a different turn here. I'm not sure where this is going and what it is, but that was the moment that I realized things were really fucked up.
Yeah, I kind of knew way beforehand. But anyway, first of all, Kevin McConnell. Hi, Kevin. Susan's here from the East Coast. Clayton's here someplace. Yeah, Clayton's here someplace. But
nice.
But let's do
one of my. Where do you want to start?
Okay, well, okay, first of all, and I wore my Kiss shirt just for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's a bootleg, I think, but it's Kiss.
It's a good Kiss shirt.
Yeah, and so what were your early influences?
My early influences? Oh, okay, the segue. Well, Elvis was my first musical influence, and then the Beatles because I'm fucking old, and that's how it goes.
I'm older than you are, though.
And then I got into my own music, and it was Kiss.
Kiss.
It was Kiss, and then it was Led Zeppelin, and
Yeah.
Queen, and Tall, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Three Dog Night was in there.
Yeah.
Scott Holder stuff.
Good to be bad or bad
You
to
know,
be good.
yeah. And then, let's see, then Van Halen came out, and that just changed my world, man. That was my... You know, in high school, your band was who you were. Like, there were the Judas Priest guys, and there were the Queen guys, and then, you know, your band was your identity. Well, Van Halen came in, and that was, I mean, I was a hyperactive kid with long blonde hair.
Yeah.
I kind of related to Dave.
Yeah. No,
as a matter of fact, somebody once said that David Lee Roth would be my spirit animal.
Wow.
So that's
the old David Lee Roth.
Yeah, the old, not the... Well, he's old now.
Okay, the prior version of Deeply Rob. Hello, it's my birthday.
What do you think the sunglasses are for, anyways? You know, he had millions of them.
One thing I want to do, because I've been listening to Zapp's almost nonstop between that and wait, and then unfortunately, or fortunately, the Dam dropped the single, and then that's where
So you've been flopping back.
No, because on my phone it goes Zap Nasty, and then that.
And then the Dam.
Yeah.
Slid in there.
But what happens is really cool is Zap really does a lot of Ace Frehley licks.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
consider that an absolute compliment.
Yeah. This is like
I don't like my solo. I'm not a super zip bang soloist. You know, I'm influenced by Ace Frehley and Brian May. Brian May had the melodic solos. They weren't fancy, but they had the melody and they told the story.
Tone.
And they had tone, and it kind of like, so that's kind of where I live. My guitar solos kind of live in that vein. And I learned a lot of guitar discipline by being in the Superheroes. And, and I took all that.
Because you had Toaster.
I had Toaster. Love Toaster.
We all love Toaster.
He's very
Toby.
He's very militant about his guitar playing.
Toby.
And
it's good.
He was constantly on my ass.
Yeah, but
and
you need that
it paid off because I'm a way better guitar player now.
Now, hold on, wait. This is kind of cool because you go too far farther. You come from what city?
I'm an old grunge rocker from Seattle.
Now, here's what's really cool, and I envy this guy because Mother Love Bone came through L.A. and I was sick as a dog. I was so sick I couldn't go. I really wanted to go. And then this man
There's no better band than Mother Love Bone out of Seattle at that time.
True.
And as soon as they came out, it was like, I'm not ever missing a show that I ever did.
Yeah.
I never did.
Yeah.
And I got to be friends with the guys in the band.
Yeah.
Andrew was a complete sweetheart, man. He would talk, and we would talk about Mark Bolan and influences, Queen.
I know.
He was just a good guy.
It would be amazing. Like, he was like my kindred spirit, and I was so upset. Usually I can go if I'm sick, but LA, and I was fucking devastated.
That was actually the end of grunge when he died. But grunge, the momentum was so big, it just kept rolling. Yeah. And there were so many different bands. And they are all doing their own thing, man. That was a cool thing. When you saw your buddy's band, it wasn't like, I hate you. It was like, wow, I have to kick your ass now. I have to work harder and play harder.
And you touched everybody everywhere.
Everybody.
Because he was Chris Cornell's roommate.
They were roommates.
Yeah, and then, everything was like, he was...
It's interesting because they were... Chris is very... concise and precise when he was writing his music. Yeah. And Andrew was like me, improviser, shooting from the hip and kind of coming up with shit. And it was.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, it was
a
beautiful time.
I was in RCA Records building talking to the PR people because I was living in LA at the time, and then one of the reps' assistants was the girlfriend and lead singer of Junkyard, and he called her up and like, Andrew just died. Yeah. And we're going like, what? It was a dark day.
I got a phone call from my buddy. Because before we had Facebook, we had this guy named Seth, right? And we would call Seth's answering machine. We'd go, okay, parties are here, 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 and here. And we'd always know where to go.
Yeah.
And so our Coconut Wireless was very small in Seattle, and something happened, you heard about it. There was a secret show. Mother Love Bone was going to play a show. Yeah. Oh my God, I got this text. I'm like, I'm going down there right now. I don't even fucking care. I'm going to be down there first. Yeah. And we were there. They played first. There was like 10 people in the whole fucking room. Can I swear?
Yeah. Okay. It's like whatever. Okay. Fine.
So, I don't know. I've done some radio shit, and it's
we're not radio. We're at Facebook land, and then YouTube. Whatever, so
I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get a piece of pizza or something, and my buddy goes, no, dude, that's Fairweather's, guitar amp. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Yeah, and we're like, okay, you're right. And they came out, and there was like literally 5 people in the audience when they started, and then when they were done, there was maybe 30 people. Yeah, and then like an hour and a half later, that place you couldn't get a beer. It was so packed, and we were all like, well, too bad you weren't here earlier because you fucking missed it.
I know, that's one thing, because like there's certain people that And you were there in the middle of all that
Yeah.
stuff. And
I had
so
a band.
it's cool.
I had a band, The Trip. I was in guitar. I was in a band with Peter Klett from Candlebox. He was my roommate. We had a band thing going on.
Yeah.
And then The Trip wanted me to sing for him, and I said, okay. And he said, oh, I'm going to do this other thing with this guy, Kevin.
Yeah.
And that ended up being Candlebox.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we would do house parties and shit.
Yeah.
It was a good time, man.
Yeah. It sounds like
Seattle in the 90s was cool. The cool thing about it was there was everything was cover tunes, right?
Yeah.
Cover tune music. Bars are just selling beer. That's what they do. They want to sell beer. They want stuff you can listen to. And if you wanted to do original music, you had to rent a Grange Hall and sell tickets and do that whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, finally, some of the clubs said, "Hey, let's have Tuesday as local music night." And then everybody fucking showed up.
Yeah.
Tuesday night ended up being their busiest night. So then they turned that into Wednesday. And then Thursday, and then the bars started showing original music. That's when a scene can happen. Is when everybody's making their own thing, they're doing their own thing, they're influenced by their influences, and they go out and they make a thing.
Yeah.
The beautiful part about Hawaii when I first got here and got into the music scene here is it was very similar to that. There was a lot of original music. There's a lot of cool bands.
Yeah.
And everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
Seattle was like that. Everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
And we were friends. And you'd be like, hey, Stoney, what's up? You know, it's like you'd be having a beer after band practice. Chris Cornell would be at the end of the bar. Hey, Chris, how was band practice? It was pretty good, man. Right?
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way it was.
Yeah.
Same here. The scene was, everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
It was super cool scene. And then COVID hit.
The cool thing about being here at Proof, upstairs is Hotel Blaisdell, and there's a lot of rehearsal things going on. And like I just saw Jack and Andy. Andy's over there someplace, and it's a good place to congregate. It's one of those things.
This is a building.
Scoot this way. And there's a little itty bitty stage right there.
Oh, scoot this way.
See a little,
It's over here.
And they put a lot of people on that stage.
But you know what?
Lately, it's great. Maybe Zach can do an acoustical show.
Yeah, you know what?
Maybe
have to
Zach
talk
can do
about what Zach's going to do.
Wait.
I miss open mic.
Yes.
Because I used to run the open mic in Anna's.
Yeah.
And I loved that.
Yeah.
You know, it was always spontaneous. You could just get up and jam.
You remember 11 Rockets?
Yes.
11 Rockets. Well, in Dallas, right? David J., the bass player, did a solo thing. I was at McCabe's in Santa Monica, and he had a light above him. And so when he started singing, click, the light turned on. And then he did his thing, click, it turned off.
Was it operated with a foot switch?
No, he grabbed it up there, and it was click, and that was great because he would click it on, it tuned the guitar or whatever, click.
Play again,
Yeah.
Awesome.
So Zap can do a table with a black cloth and like whatever, and then a little lamp, and then a picture of whatever, and then like
See, the thing is, I'm a songwriter.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
you
can sing though.
Well, I play all of the. I learned how to teach myself how to play.
Yeah, but you're a persona too.
That's the ADHD. The ego. That's all that is.
That's fine.
My fiance, I'm getting married.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Getting married, and Giz is taking the photographs.
Oh, he's taking the photographs. I twisted his arm. I got him drunk one night and made him swear to it.
How much are you paying me?
We'll talk about that.
No, it's fine. So, I think right there, and then
maybe.
curtains drawn.
That's something.
And we can.
I miss open mic.
We can do a goth thing. We like the Campbell Oz.
I'm super goth.
Yeah, kind of maybe sort of, but then still, but it'd be fun. We'll do a lamp, and you can have I'll get you a bottle of Jim Beam. How's that?
Well, that's a start.
Yeah.
Fifth, right? Okay.
No.
Actually, I don't drink that highfalutin shit. I drink that cheap early time shit.
Early time. That's
and
what
PBR. Early times. And PBRs. Oh, sorry. That's
so
shameless. So
you guys have take a drink.
Is that what we're doing? So, anyways, I'm a songwriter. Right, yes. and I have a home studio, and I record music. That's what I do. That's my happy place. Go in there, turn it on, get a drum thing going, pick up my bass, whatever comes out. It just comes out, right? So I have all these songs. Now COVID hit, and I had time.
Yeah.
We all had time, and I went through my shit, and I have like 2 days worth of, like, I put it all together so I could listen to it.
Yeah.
And I dropped it into, it was 2 days, it was 48 hours worth of music.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's stupid. Because, you know, it's just living in my computer. Some of that needs to get out.
Yes.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start pushing it out.
And thank you, because we talked about it, and the thing was, Zap said, did you say Zap?
Yes.
Zap said, I'll only do it, man, if I could have music. Yeah, and I guess,
the podcast. He said, let's do the podcast. I said, let me have something
to push.
to out there.
Yeah.
A reason, you know, because like they put out celebrities, they put out a movie and then they do the circuit.
Yeah,
they do that. So I wanted to have something to. Like, what have you been up to lately? I don't know, fucking, you know. And all I gotta say is,
and I appreciate the fact that people are thinking about this show that way now.
Yeah,
like, what can I do?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
promote. Yeah,
that's good. I mean, that's what we should all be. So we should all be doing stuff, you know?
This is our bartender, Liz, and she's amazing. Say hi.
Hi. So, yeah, I admire people that do stuff. I got a lot of people, there's a lot of people around, I'm not going to mention any names, but they talk smack about people, you know? And like, haters are going to hate, and that's what it is. I get it. You know, I got haters. That's okay. I'm good with that, you know? But what I say to the haters is, where's your album? I mean, what are you doing? You sit there and in the back of the show with your arms crossed, you criticize, but what are you doing, man? Get out there and do shit. Yeah. I admire anybody that gets out there and does
shit.
You know, promotes himself, as annoying as it is sometimes. Some of the guys on Facebook, I won't mention any names, there's a couple guys that you're just like, oh, Jesus. And you're like, but he's doing stuff, you know?
But that's it. Yeah. That's the whole thing about it.
Get off your ass and go do something.
Yeah.
Paint a picture.
Yeah. What did Stanley say in, like, Detroit Rock City? Get up. Detroit Rock City. You guys know the line. Like, get up, whatever.
Everybody's got to
move their feet. Get up. Yeah.
Everybody's got to leave their seat.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
You're gonna lose your mind on Detroit Rock City.
So what's your favorite Kiss song? Wait. What are your favorite Kiss songs? There's Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine.
I like a lot of stuff by Kiss. Yeah. It's very misogynistic as you look back on it. Yeah. And
actually, on Revenge, because we were all waiting for Revenge. Revenge came out. It was cool. Domino. The whole thing, boom.
Yeah, that was after my time. After they went disco, I was kind of like, okay.
But they did stuff. I mean, I like it loud. But Domino on Revenge, check out Domino. It's amazing.
It's a good. Yeah. Revenge was actually the better of the makeup.
What's this? Say it, everybody. This is Jasmine. This is why we're here.
Oh, thanks. Good to see you.
How you feeling?
Oh, great. Finishing taxes.
Oh, there you go. I guess that's a thing too, right?
Taxes. Yeah.
Oh, anyways,
horrible.
Back to Kiss.
Back to Kiss.
Probably it would maybe be off the Ace Frehley solo album.
Everybody loves that solo album. I loved it at first. It was great.
Snow Line was fucking awesome.
Back in the year. You didn't write that though.
Rocket Ride.
Rocket Ride. Yeah.
You know what? I loved Alive too. Because it was awesome. It was it was all the new songs in the Alive version. Yeah. And then they had like one side left. They didn't have enough songs. Yeah. So what do? They put out one side of a studio album. And except for All American Man and what was the other one? There was a terrible song at the end. I can't even remember.
I was a Kiss Alive 1 fan.
But, Kiss Alive.
100,000 years.
That was a classic. That was the first.
Black Diamond. Explosion.
I got a stupid story. My grandmother, on Christmas, got me a record player. Yeah. And didn't have a lot of money, so it was a little plastic record player, had speakers. And she got me that and Kiss Alive.
Wow, that's amazing, grandma.
I mean, that was like, because that was the only thing I wanted was Kiss Alive. Yeah. And then I wore it out.
And then, hi, Louie.
Hey, what's up?
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
This is the other owner. So we got Blasto, that Louie. Is it Cohen or Tyler?
It's me, Andy, and Jasmine.
So we saw Jasmine. So sooner or later, you're coming on.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
So,
I hear they're putting on shows here.
yes, they're putting
And
in
have you
shows
seen the
here.
stage? It's so super tiny. It's got
It's
to be.
amazing.
It's got to be punk rock as fuck. Which is something I got to say. Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
after
yeah, yeah.
COVID,
Yeah.
the local scene kind of came back weird. I don't know. It's like
All acoustical people can loop.
there's a lot of loopers,
Which is
and there's a
fine.
lot of cover tune bands,
Yeah.
and there's a bunch of
Bands?
tribute bands, and that's
Bands?
fine. If that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But you're just selling beer. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to say anything controversial,
Yeah.
but you're just selling beer, man. Like, do something original.
Yeah.
But the punk rock scene, I've noticed,
It's
is blowing up.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of different new
next
bands
door
you've
over there.
never heard.
I know. I feel bad. 'Cause
And
I'm
I'm
like, no,
I
no.
kind of want to dip my toe in that.
Yeah.
So maybe I should write a punk rock album my next album.
Maybe you should.
I should.
I mean, Zap Nasty. What more do you want?
I mean,
you can do what
I'm
you want.
back from grunge rock. Yeah, how close is it? I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
No, it's very.
just get a punk rock drummer and
Yeah.
have a melody.
Yeah.
And
Well,
just
Jack was here.
downstroke,
Jack
fucking
was here
crazy.
just a minute ago.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Have you heard the Metallica album?
I have not heard the new Metallica album.
Well,
Is it good?
It's amazing.
Is it amazing?
Oh wait, bunch of
They're due.
Yeah, bunch of 60-year-old men still doing 90 miles an hour.
They had a few bad albums.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going to mention any names, St. Anger.
If you if you know me, you know the band. It's like
Yeah, I'm glad to see that they're doing stuff.
this
And
is the first album I actually bought on the day it was released,
Yeah.
and it's like okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
I can tell you the last CD that I bought.
What's that?
First day it came out
What's
in
that?
a fucking store.
What's that?
Guess. It was Van Halen. The one with
That's
a
a
different kind of truth. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
The album with Dave.
okay. Oh, okay.
Remember the one?
No, I
Tattoo.
don't
No.
know. I remember the Gary Sharon one. That was kind of.
It was terrible.
It came out in a little tin box and shit.
No.
What? Hold on.
You're done. You're done.
I guess it. Hi, Lori. Lori's
Just
from
got
like
off.
the
we gotta get to a
Well,
commercial.
but,
or
you know,
something.
but it was like it came out, so.
It did come out. But,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It was a
And
good note.
bit
It
of
was not
Van
good.
Halen trivia. I used to work in a band called Sparkle Jet, and before that, guitar player was the Eastside Indians. And the live album, Sammy goes, "Hey, let me help you out. Oh, Eastside Indians Cadillac Club. I'm gonna be there. No, we're on vacation because the last show was filmed in Fresno
Right.
of the live album."
Oh.
And he pulled the poster from my buddy, and that's his band, the Eastside Indians. So Eastside Indians post-mortem got kind of like promoted by Van Halen.
That's can't suck.
Yeah. Hey, Rich. A couple years later, Rich actually lived in my he actually lived in my apartment.
Is he in there?
No, he's there someplace.
I mean, I don't see him. I hope he's in there.
Everybody's in there. Everybody's in there. All 5,000 million people on
So,
Facebook
yeah.
right there.
So my new album is it's kind of dark. It's kind of heavy.
Is it dark? I mean, it's kind of
Well, the
heavy, but-
lyrics are kind of dark.
Yeah,
I was
guess
kind
you're
of in a
right.
mood,
Yeah.
writing a song
Fine.
about how much you don't care about what other people think.
Yeah,
Just kind of,
yeah.
you know,
And,
putting it out.
and drugs and everything.
Oh, there's some
else.
drugs in there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
It's a Zap Nasty album.
It's a Zap. That's what I thought. Because I'm going like, it's a Zap Nasty album. So Kevin's going like, women and children first. Well, that actually was a great album.
Oh, that was my favorite band.
I saw them on that tour.
Besides one,
Yeah.
Women and Children.
I didn't like one kind of thing. It was good, but it was
One
like.
was fucking amazing.
But
That's
I'm-
the benchmark of all.
But I'm the European guy. I was into like Rainbow and all that shit
Yeah.
and stuff. You could like.
You were a Richie Blackmore guy.
I love Richard Blackmore.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's great.
It wasn't Edward Van Halen.
Yeah, but Eddie. Hey,
I like Deep Purple. I'll give you
we're
that.
not going to talk about Eddie versus Richie ever.
Oh no, we're not. There's not even a contest there. They're completely different
Because
styles.
there's is the actual fact that Richie saw Van Halen at the Rainbow.
You know, honestly,
Hello.
Richie Blackmore has more melodic solos. I mean, they're
Well,
they
he
tell stories.
Actually, he
They're-
wrote the
they're-
best riff of all time.
Well, Smoke on the Water.
Yeah, I mean, who has the best radio hit ever? It should be paid. You know, Stairway to whatever.
Oh, Stairway to
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
And what does Eddie have? Hey, how
You know
about
what's so awesome about that song?
I
Stairway
got
to
my
Heaven?
pencil.
This is why everybody likes Stairway to Heaven so much. It's because it starts soft.
Yes, yes.
And then
Yes.
it builds.
Yes.
And builds.
Yes.
And builds.
Yes.
And builds. And
Yes.
builds. To
Yes.
the end. By the time the drums kick in,
Yes.
you're losing your shit.
Yes.
And it's fucking.
And,
That's why it's
and people all the people in London at the studio sessions told Jimmy, you can't change tempos. You wrote slow to change tempos.
What do you mean?
And then Jimmy goes, watch this, motherfucker.
Why does everything got to be in a click track?
No,
I mean,
but that was back then in the 70s.
I jam by myself, so I don't have a drummer.
Yeah. But on top of that was like 72 or something, or the 70s.
Oh my God.
It was way ahead of its time.
You're way ahead of it.
Yeah.
70 something.
Yeah, 72.
3, 4?
No, it's like 72.
I should know this.
Weird.
I feel like I should know this.
But it's early. Everybody can. Hey, Clint's there. You know Clint? Clint Ross?
Hi, Clinton.
Yeah.
What's up? Oh, we're doing shout-outs.
Well, if they pop up, might as well, right?
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
If Toby shows up.
If Toby shows up, hey, how's it going, buddy? I don't have any hard.
On top of that, thank you for showing my.
I love the superhero rock
Yes,
songs.
I know too, Nick. So
I
I was happy you let me do your first album cover.
I mean, you did the first album cover.
Wait,
it was the great.
What's the guy? And then he.
Josh.
And then he passed away.
He passed away.
That was sad.
That was super duper sad.
Yeah.
He was our superhero.
Yeah. I mean,
On
he
the
was
cover.
like.
Yeah, he was a big.
Yeah.
I never would have suspected that.
Yeah.
That was heavy. That was heavy. Let's
It
not
was.
talk about that.
Okay, but I wanted to say that.
So, yeah, Superheroes was, probably one of the greatest bands. No, without a doubt, one of the greatest bands I've been a part of. I mean, the musicians were just top notch.
Yes,
Brian.
and they did the whole thing. The whole
Mike
thing.
Young.
The balloons and stuff, and then all the. And then you had the opening acts on the background going like.
I can't say enough about how awesome Toby is as a guitar player. He's really great. The problem was we got to the second album, and I really just wanted to finish the second album more than anything.
Yes.
And we were having a hard time coming up with the songs. We have 4 really awesome songs.
Yeah.
They are fucking amazing, and they should be released at some point.
EP.
Maybe an EP. I don't know. I would talk to them about it, and we could do that.
We can do an Iron Maiden cover where it's like they're blindfolded and over kind of thing.
I have ADHD and I'm hyperactive, and I'm sitting around and studying shit for too long. You just go do it, man. Just jump in the fucking pool and start swimming,
Jump in the fire.
And so for me, I'm a songwriter.
Hi, Diana.
And
it's Zap Nasty and I. So
we're drinking beer.
Yeah.
It's beer in a podcast. It's raw like sushi. Wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that it?
It's perfect.
Where is the sushi? I don't see any sushi here.
It's raw like sushi.
Is there?
It's not raw
I
as
thought there
sushi.
was going to be like some green room that's some sushi.
That's amazing. After you get done, like, you'll have sushi.
You'll have sushi.
Yeah.
And here's pictures, a photo shoot of us just eating sushi. Ooh, yum. Chopsticks. Oh.
So, Diana's watched some, no more sex. Anyway, it's joking.
Is that your girlfriend?
She actually, the print you gave me, she loves that. She wants it on a t-shirt. See, I told you, I'll tell that.
Yeah.
She wants it on a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I think, what you have going on is amazing. Yeah.
Well, my art's...
Yeah.
Look,
let's push it now.
Let's talk about the difference between art and music. Can I talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, so music is my passion. Music is the most amazing. It fills your soul in ways nothing else can.
Yeah.
When I write a song, it's a snapshot. It's a journal. Not only to remember where I was, what I was going through, what it smelled like. It's more than just a photograph. You totally remember how you felt when you were going through that and what you were going through. Art is something that you can hold. You can obtain it. You can own it.
And put it on your wall.
You can put it on your wall and look at it.
Yes.
Every time you go to the bathroom, you can look and fucking see this picture. It's good for the bathroom. I don't know. I've decorated a few bathrooms. So, but there it is. You're looking at this art, and it's something that you can hold and you can obtain, and you own that. That's music. When the recording's over or the playback's over, it's silence again.
For you guys.
So it's a moment.
Yeah, for you guys.
Music is a moment.
But for
it's
you
art.
guys.
It's a moment.
Yeah, but for you guys.
No, for everyone.
Because like
look, when you play a song and it's over, it's silence. You're not looking at it anymore. You can't listen to it all day long. You can't listen to it every time you go into the bathroom.
You don't
like you can with art.
You don't need me.
Art.
I'll put a song on repeat. I mean, swear to God.
Really?
And it'll be like I'll be obsessed with the song.
No, I get that.
I need to get into my soul so I understand it, because I understand music is way more than just. So you're older like me. So you remember getting an album. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And and of a new band, of a band of your favorite band, and you listen to it the first time you listen to it, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But then you're looking.
I don't know.
You're looking for clues.
I don't know if I like that. It kind of sounds like something I should like.
Yeah.
And then you play it again.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, it's still kind of weird.
But you're looking at the album art.
You're looking at the album art, and you're looking
looking
at it. You're trying to see what the whole thing was, and then by
who
the
they
sixth
think.
time you listen to it,
Yeah.
you're like, you can't stop listening to it because you get it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about artists that change their style and just YouTube.
Yeah. No, YouTube's amazing example. But like back in the day, Columbia Records would be the they would actually put at the end groove messages.
Yeah.
And then if it was radio promo, they would have radio promo white label. That was amazing. And then every time Elvis Costello put an album out, it was a white Costello instead of Columbia. But they always had messages. And then the coup d'etat of all this crap was Tool when they did Undertow. I'm reading the credits and the CD. I'm reading the credits and go like, cow photographed by. I'm going, what cow photograph? I pried open the CD bottom and there was a cow licking its butt. I'm going, fucking Maynard, that's a genius.
Yeah. But it reminds me of the punk rock do-it-yourself.
Oh, yeah.
DIY mentality.
Yeah.
I was watching the documentary on the Melvins. I like to watch rock documentaries. I don't know. I read.
Melvin's the area, right?
I get it. The Melvins were originally from Aberdeen.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't really part of the Seattle scene. Nirvana wasn't part of the Seattle scene. They came up and came up and played, but they weren't hanging out. You wouldn't go to the OK Hotel.
And McDonald plays bass now.
There's Kurt Cobain.
McDonald plays bass now, Steve.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, for the last 10 years.
Anyways.
Red Cross. Hello, we love Red Cross.
I love Red
Yes.
Cross. Can't say enough about that.
Yeah.
But the Melvins, Buzz was talking and he goes, look, he says, we bought this huge, really expensive, old school printer.
Yeah.
And he goes, and his wife is an artist.
Yeah.
And so they make all the stuff in-house. By hand. They'll put out limited edition CDs that they made. He goes, look, my fingerprints on all this shit. We had to print it all out, put it together, make it, and sell it. And it has more value because it's art.
Yes, it is.
And art
it is.
at the same time. So
you're right.
CDs are dead.
Yes.
But
unfortunately.
I mean, you can't even put an album cover on something anymore. Really. I mean, I'll probably do DIY some CDs.
Oh, do a couple 7-inch singles.
But yeah, now everybody's going back to vinyl.
Yeah, I hate vinyl.
I hate new vinyl.
I hate vinyl, period.
Oh, vinyl sucks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Only because you buy it and if you're an audiophile, you pull it out and all of a sudden you got to scratch no matter what.
No matter what.
And then
I don't know how many songs I listened to and they had the same skip. And then when I heard it on CD, I was like, oh, wait. Oh, that's how it's supposed to sound.
Exactly.
It doesn't have that skip in it.
Yeah, exactly. And then no matter what. And then if you really audiophile, you get the Nakamichi Dragon, and you had to level everything perfectly, and then had belt drive, strobe driven. Oh my god! And you could never play side 2 after side 1 because the gravitational pull of the needle would warp the.
Well, you had to physically pick it up, flip it over, put it back down, and then play it.
And 15 minutes. That's all you had.
No, that's more than that.
No, each side was 15 minutes.
Was it 15?
Yes, 15. How limited? You're like
no. Albums more than 40.
No. Wait. Because
if they got to a certain point
per side, per side though, you had to flip over the goddamn thing. Yes, thank you, Jason. Jason to both. Jason, when you come back, I'm telling you, bro, you're here when you're coming back, bro.
But you know what? The millennials, they don't know better.
But yeah.
And they see the nostalgia in it.
And then they buy the Doors, little
it's also cool because artists are selling something.
Something.
Yeah. Because now it's all, I mean.
No, you're right.
The cool thing is you can do it in your bedroom. I love that because I can do it in my bedroom. I
have an office. So.
Look, I've taught myself how to mix and how to do some mastering, and I'm not the best, by far, but I'm learning and I work hard.
Yeah.
And
wait.
I know
Jason, you never had on your turntable the left side blow out on a Beatles album. All of a sudden, it's like this McCartney going like, and just kind of like Anyway, dude.
I think it's cool that you can do stuff in your bedroom.
Yeah.
But
No,
I'm
it's
just getting us back
amazing.
on track here.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
I think,
The voice,
and
Zach
I'm the one
Nasty,
with
the voice of reason.
and I'm the one with the ADHD. But the market's saturated. You know, we used to have the record companies were evil. They were evil.
Evil, no matter what you
Fuck,
yeah, they were just.
But they filtered out
Yeah.
the good shit, and then they presented it to you in a way that it was cool.
Well, I don't like good shit, but they
Well,
the
I
stuff that
mean,
sold.
There was a lot of good shit. Now you can go out there and find all kinds of shit that was barely released, and is YouTube is a rabbit hole of goodiness.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
I have a friend, Bob Gambert, who's actually Lars Ulrich's second drummer. He actually painted Metallica logo on it, and he's
with the stencil.
Yeah, with a stencil. No, it's free-handed actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
do that 40 times.
But it's also the drum riser, the drum bass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Bass.
and then he was actually worked at the place in Samson, Record Vault. And then he also worked at across the bay at one record exchange. But he has his own record. But he's like the purveyor of amazing 60s psychedelic stuff.
That's cool.
And he always, So like, wait. You gotta find Mayblitz, the first Lucifer album.
Moby Grape? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
A strawberry alarm clock?
Wait. Before you go back, Moby Grape, who played drums?
I don't know that. But
And he ended up in Hendrix's band. Hello. And then, wait. Strawberry Alarm Clock, who played guitar? He was the first guitar in Skidder.
You know what? You suck that you know that. I was trying to be impressive that I even knew who Strawberry fucking Alarm Clock was.
I love Strawberry Alarm Clock. Joe Rogan Experience. Who cares? Anyway.
Why is that coming up?
Because somehow, long time ago, but I was like, fine. No, but Strawberry Alarm Clock. That was like incense and pepperness. Yeah.
So, okay, have you heard the Brian Jonestown massacre?
No, I love Brian Jonestown.
You do? Yeah, that guy's nuts.
I
saw a documentary on that. Shit was nuts.
Yeah,
he's a fucking genius.
Yes,
he's crazier than a fucking battery, man.
Yes.
And that's what it takes sometimes, man.
Yeah. And
I wish I was more like that.
Who's your antagonist? Okay, I'm losing brains. Yeah, no, but there was and then the next. Anyway, I'll think about it pretty soon. And I'll say, oh my God, it's that guy. So. No, Brian, I love that.
Brian Jonestown Massacre was
cool.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Man. Her Majesty, her Satanic Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah. Evans and then the Lemon Drops.
Yeah.
Evan
he would go into the studio. He goes, I'm homeless, so I'm just going to live in this studio for a while. We'll just make an album. And
that's what
fucking
Megadeth was like that. They were homeless and they just kept on touring until they got money.
Alice in Chains did that.
Yeah.
Jar of Flies.
Yeah. No, I love that.
I mean, it's a working vacation.
This is what I love about you. Alice in Chains are they were kind of.
That's sad for me because those guys are my pros.
Yeah.
You know, me and Mike Starr would just.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was a sad thing.
But you survived.
Well, I didn't do heroin. That was my thing. I was like, I'll do all drugs except for the heroin. And you know what? I loved the heroin guys, and it was so like, I want to do the heroin because these guys were making the fucking music.
Yeah.
You can't even imagine. And then they all. Yeah.
That's why I never worked
with.
Do it. I never worked with Guns N' Roses.
Maybe that's why I didn't.
I would call. Gethel would call me nonstop when I lived in LA. Come out, shoot the band, work with that. We want to work with you, and I couldn't because
I couldn't hang with the heroin guys.
Yeah, I couldn't because I'd be slamming shit too. This was like 87.
I freebased one time and was like, "Whoa, that's too good. Let's never do that again."
Yeah. There's some things you don't do. I mean, heroin's one of them.
Well, I did it one time by accident, but that's another story. I don't know how you do that by oops. I just slipped and fell on a bunch of heroin.
And there's Eric Peterson. I love you, Eric. I have your photograph.
But yeah, I lost a lot of friends to heroin.
Yes,
Seattle.
exactly.
It was a very sad thing.
Yeah.
And
I think it's a lot to do with the weather.
Well, the weather is why the music was so good.
Yeah.
Because it was raining and shitty outside.
Yeah.
And so what do? You just sit in your basement and fucking make music. And that's what you did.
And you don't have to be happy.
And then you would go out and impress your friends. That was your happy time.
Yeah.
Going out on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Because that was the local band night.
Yeah.
And you would do your fucking thing. You would see your buddy's band.
Yeah.
He would give you you would go be all like, I got a gig, here's my flyer. And he'd go, here's one for Tuesday. And you're like, fuck, I'm going out on a Tuesday. I didn't want to go out on Tuesday, but you know,
Yeah.
because if your buddy gave you something, you had to show up because he would show up for your show. There was a camaraderie that was there. That was just we supported each other regardless.
Yeah.
You know, and there was some you know one-upsmanship, and there was some
Has to be.
some frenemies, but it was always constructive. It was always it always. Like, I always would see somebody and I'd be like, fuck that guy, I gotta be better, man. I gotta do, my next show, man, I'm, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm going out naked. I never really did that. My buddy did.
But that was LA in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Because they're passing out flyers, ripping down flyers like that. And then it was like...
They would do the telephone poles, right?
Yeah, nailing the city ordinance, and you couldn't do that anymore. So, but it was
you would do the whole street.
Yeah.
And then you would go to be walking to work the next morning, and all of your posters would be covered.
Yeah.
Now, when you put up posters, you'd always try to go, okay, that gig already happened. You're cool with that.
Yeah.
But there were some bands that were just like, fuck you.
And then Motley Crue and Tommy Lee, and you would do extra tall, or they bring a ladder. And so it would be like right here, way up there. And I bet you some places still a Motley Crue flyer.
They had to stop it because they were fire hazard. One of the telephone poles caught on fire, and all the paper that was on there. It was like that thick or something, 2-3 inches thick or some shit. It was like, no, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah, and that's before social media. So
that was before social media. That was social media.
Yeah, it was.
That was.
Yeah. It was like, you know. And
there was a time, kids, before social media, when you want to know where the party was, you called Seth's answering machine. And
I like that. There's a song in there.
Yeah,
there's a song in there
Seth's
for you.
answering machine. I ran into Seth last time, and I'm like, you came before Facebook. Before Facebook, there was Seth.
That's crazy. Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
Cheers. I mean, it's few and far between we get to hang out. When we hang out, it's always fun.
Yeah, no, I miss hanging out with you, man. I miss hanging out with everybody. I've been kind of recluse. I've been kind of hanging out and doing my thing. I'm a bit of a libtard, so COVID was not my happy place.
Yeah. But I would call you a lot.
Shit's coming back on, and I'm more comfortable. I started working again, so that's cool. I'm running sound at the convention center.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Money. So.
You gotta pay for
weddings are expensive, apparently. You're getting married, I'm like, she's picking all this stuff. I'm like, hey, that's expensive.
And you're getting married on Halloween.
On Halloween, yes. Well, I'm marrying a goth girl.
Do I have to wear black?
You can wear whatever. You can wear a costume. You can wear black. Whatever you want, man.
I'll show with Jack Skellington with a camera.
You can. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a little too much for me.
Yeah. I'm
Congratulations.
I'm not supposed to mention where it is, so I don't have a bunch of people just showing up. Hey, there's a party.
I don't even know where it's at.
Yeah. But,
I'm the photographer.
But yeah, I'm getting married on Halloween, which would be cool. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I picked a good girl. She's a goth girl, so I'm sure there'll be a black wedding dress, which is
black wedding.
I mean, you look in our closet, it's just black.
Yeah.
Well, I'm with the right person.
Well, that's most of us in certain generations.
Yeah.
Hello, talk with black. Once I wear white, and that's like, oh my god, what happened? Yeah. Don't eat barbecue.
I mean, I remember my mom was like, "What is with your closet? There's no color in there." I'm like, "Mom, it's." And when are you going to stop this rock and roll thing? I remember my mom going, "When are you going to stop this rock and roll thing?" This is like, and I had to tell her like a couple years ago. I was like, "Well, Mom, I'm X old, and I just bought a new guitar." So probably not anytime soon on that. Not doing the rock and roll thing anymore.
My parents are totally cool about everything. But my dad, at the magazine, we were black and white Xerox. My dad goes, "Tell me when your color," and the next is like color. Like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. All right. You did something, son.
Color is overrated. No, wait. My paintings are super colorful.
No, hey, your friends. And then I was waiting for T-shirts.
I'm super dark. Well,
so we got to work out a deal because maybe you can do a caricature of the podcast. I can use for a scene.
We can make it work out something. I'm sure.
Love you, man.
Yeah, I did. I was an artist for the whole since I lived here. I moved here in 2001, Hawaii.
Wow, you've been here as long as I have.
And I told everybody in Seattle, I go, I'm going to move to Hawaii and be an artist.
Good.
And they were all like, "You're fucking high, and we'll see you in 6 months."
And you were high.
And I went back in 4 years and gave them
Yeah.
prints of my art, and I made my living for 15 years
Yeah.
selling paintings, and it was a good time. And
Yeah.
and I started off just doing, I don't know. Then I kind of developed my own style, and then one day I was like, tiki art. Oh, hi, honey. I started doing. I saw a Juxtaposed magazine. I saw tikis in it,
Yeah.
and I looked up and down
Yeah.
the zoo fence where I was
Yeah.
selling, and I was like, nobody's doing tikis. This is a no-brainer. I live in Hawaii. I'm doing tiki now. So I did my first tiki, sold it.
Yeah.
Did another one, sold that.
Yeah.
Then I started doing drum tikis and tiki smoking weed and things like that.
No, that's good. Okay, cool. I love
Kind of
it.
a tiki artist.
No, it is.
I mean, I do other stuff. I like robots and
Tiki robot.
creatures and shit. Yeah.
I looked
Aliens.
over your site, and it's like those two robots hanging drinks together.
Yeah, those are tikis having drinks.
No,
The drinking buddies.
that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are drinking buddies. We are now, anyways.
Well, we try to, but we have different schedules.
Yeah. Well, you got that job that you work nights.
Yeah, I have it. That's still, and they pay me too much to quit, so it's like.
Yeah, I hate that, right?
Every time I quit,
As soon as your rent goes up, they go, "We'll give you a raise if you do all this shit extra," and you're like,
yeah,
damn, okay.
and either they give me a promotion or raise, so it's like, but I'm
Both. Yeah, they gave you both.
yeah, at the same time.
Yeah.
And so I guess I'm due for a raise.
Now I had a boss one time, and I was done. I quit.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Okay, well, we want to give you this much more money." And I looked at him and I laughed in his face. I said, "You know what? At some point, it's not. It's not about money. Not everything in life is about money. I mean, you need money.
Yeah, pay
You
rent.
got to have some money to pay your
rent.
shit. You got to cover your nuts.
Yeah.
But like getting a bunch of money, it's like, what are you gonna do with it? You know? I mean,
I'm a photographer. It's nonstop.
I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna blow it on music equipment. You know?
Guitar strings.
My
Until you get an endorsement. Hey, Nick, until you get endorsement.
My fiance is like, she's like, look at all this shit. And I'm like, well, it looks like a music store. What's the problem? You know, there's always
Okay,
something.
so how do you find new music nowadays, or do you even look for new music?
I do look for new music, and
Yes.
it's interesting how I find
Yes,
new music. A lot of it's on YouTube, little rabbit hole
yes.
looking.
Yes.
Friends will tell me stuff, and I'll be like, ooh, what's that? Write it down, check it out.
So who's the newest band you like?
And I'm going backwards.
Have you heard Dorothy?
I'm going backwards, man. I'm like,
Dorothy's amazing. Have you heard Dorothy? Have you heard Rival Sons?
I go on these rabbit holes.
Yes.
Not Dead Daisies. What's the other one?
Well, Dead Daisies is kind of cool.
Dead Daisies are cool.
Yeah.
Nashville Pussy.
Yeah.
There's another band that's kind of, I can't remember what.
I
the
saw
name is.
them in 1999, and then the bass player, 6'7", and then Gene Simmons blowing, and he's done. This girl,
Nashville Pussies.
yeah,
No, they're badass.
she blew
For a bunch of southern guys.
3 things of smoke. I mean, so Gene Simmons was gone, and she did kerosene 3 times.
She was breathing fire.
And
I didn't know she
and the
breathed
third
fire.
time is like 3 times. And I'm way back in the club being cool, and I felt the heat. It's like, oh, and she's 6'7".
So I go down weird rabbit holes, man.
Yeah.
Like I've been listening to a lot of Japanese 60s and 70s pop music.
Oh,
And that goes down this rabbit hole with Flipper. And, and
Flipper's crazy. Yeah,
And
that whole scene with Flipper.
pink martinis,
Yeah.
like lounge
Yeah.
music and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I do the burlesque night too.
Yeah.
I run sound for the upstairs. There's the burlesque Cat's Closet.
Yeah.
It's up there. Every first Saturday there's a burlesque show.
And every third Saturday is down here.
I run Saturday.
Yeah.
I run sound and do the lights for that. I've been doing that for years, and we did it all through COVID.
Yeah.
We had some weird shows,
Yeah.
man. We were like, we shouldn't be gathering. They told us not to gather. Fuck that. Here's some girls who can take off their clothes. It's great, you know.
Oh yeah.
Burlesque.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's dancing.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. They don't get nude. They just.
Well, I mean, at
Burlesque.
Cat's Closet, they don't really have any rules.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have, pretty much, you see a boob, like, ooh,
Yeah.
you've seen a boob. like you haven't ever seen a boob before.
I don't know.
So that's what it is. So yeah, I'm doing that. Sound, making music, doing art, keeping busy.
You're supposed to.
I guess so.
Yeah. And I really like your art a lot. It's a right time for it, man.
Yeah, it's.
And
I need to
TV
get
never
back-
goes bad.
I need to get back to what I was doing before.
What was that?
And that's art, you know. I mean, that's when I met Joe Corelli. Which I owe everything to Joe Corelli.
We love Joe Corelli.
Without Joe Corelli, I would never found
How
the
many
music
Corelli
scene here.
guitars? How many Corelli guitars do
I
you
have one.
Yes.
It's a badass one.
Yes.
I wish I had another one
Yes.
that was just like it, but a little bit different. They're expensive. Man, I mean, I paid for mine with weed over the years.
No, I love Corelli. Corelli, he's like the salt of the earth. I mean, when I came across you guys,
He's like a cranky salt of the earth.
Well, let's get this. I got to tell you this really quick. So my buddy Bob Domain, who just passed away, he calls up. I'm doing a rock and roll. Finally,
Hey, there you
Toby,
go. Hey, Toby.
Toaster, we've been waiting for you. So Bob Domain calls up and goes, I've done photographs with all of Bob's documentaries.
Yeah.
He goes, we're doing one in San Francisco. I need an interview.
Oh yeah, and me and Joe.
And you guys, and this cool
You're
thing.
like, I got this idea. I need to go down here. I'm like, well,
And
I got all the equipment. Let's just go do it.
And the thing was, that guy who did the Headbangers Junior from Canada, he was supposed to come down and interview me. And then I got to be all the high, Dio kind of thing. I don't know, so whatever. And so I had this great, and so the next opportunity,
Yeah.
2016, I called you guys up. You guys showed up.
We used the cell phone lavaliers.
Yeah.
And it turned out awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing because I wanted to put everybody's face like everybody's still in San Francisco, and Nicole is like, they're like, fuck, I'm in Hawaii by Diamond Head, and I'm going to tell you what happened in San Francisco.
He's like,
from my perspective.
I remember you going, Diamond Head has to be in the background.
Yes.
That's it.
It
That's
was
the only
amazing.
thing I say. Is
Amazing.
Diamond Head has to be in the
Yeah.
background. I'm like, okay.
I have to get you a DVD or well, Bob's dead, so I don't know how that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I'll find a clip with it. It turned out great.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's called. You all know it's the Godfathers of Bay Area rock and roll.
What's interesting is that you're doing this podcast now, and you're bringing all your buddies and all the rock guys that are in town.
Yeah,
And I think that's really cool, and I admire that.
Yeah.
Boom. We had the Lola Brothers. We had
Yes.
the TV show, the internet TV show,
Yeah.
which was too much for the guys.
Hello, Helena.
But we were trying to do the same thing. That was the principle.
Yeah.
The thing was
Yeah.
to like, there's these amazing people. Let's introduce them to my other friends.
Yes.
Anybody that wants to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's an admirable
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. And on top of that, everybody's seen your photographs around the world. Everybody's seen photographs of superhero rock stars, and like, especially our Duke shots were kind of cool. And then now you can hear them, and you can go to his website to find his art.
Yeah. D Ramsey Art. D Ramsey with an E. Art. Yeah.
At Etsy.
At Etsy, D Ramsey Art.
Yeah. And then
Etsy.
Zap Nasty.
Is at Reverb Nation. Yeah, the new album just dropped. My next album probably won't be a Zap Nasty album, probably be a Damon Ramsey album because, that's where the acoustic is. There's not one acoustic guitar on the Zap Nasty album.
No.
It's just, it's just, look, I wanted to do something that was like guitar,
Yeah.
bass,
Yeah.
drums,
Yeah.
and vocals. That's just like one of my favorite, most influential rock albums of all time is The Cult Electric.
Yes.
I mean, it is just, and Rick Rubin did that.
Yeah.
Can you even believe it? But it was just one guitar, one bass, drums, hey you, and the vocals coming on, you can hear everything. It was like just in your face.
Because
So that's what I wanted to
Ian
do.
Ashbury touched that Morrison vibe.
Yeah, well, he touched that, but it was just so.
Yeah.
It was almost AC/DC like.
But with that Morrison vibe, and then
But he
what's
had
his
the
name?
Morrison vibe.
Michael Hudson touched that Morrison vibe. It's hard to you touch that Morrison vibe, you're gonna get burned.
Now you're talking about guys that influenced my vocal style.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when I was first learning how to sing,
Yeah.
I was all over the place because I was like,
But
I cover two
yeah.
singers that are
Yeah.
like, it's a Led Zeppelin song, let's sing it like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sing like Led Zeppelin for They Saved My Fucking Life, And then I could sing along with Michael Hutchins.
Oh, yeah.
I could sing along with Ian Astbury. I could sing along with David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, well, that's my range. This is where my voice needs to live. And yes, thank you. And then that's how I developed my vocal style. It's Michael Hutchinson, Ian Astbury, David Lee Roth, kind of.
Yeah.
I like the growl. The first time I heard David Lee Roth, you really got me, you know.
Basically, Van Halen's a cover band because the first 3 albums had cover tunes.
But when that stopped, and you heard Dave's voice, and it just came over so smooth. Girl, you really got me now. It was just so blues, so raw, and just so.
Because I always tried to fix. Okay, I'm a kid in '77 LA. What's happening? And it doesn't correlate. David Lee Roth, when he does Atomic Punk, it doesn't correlate to LA '77. No, you know what I mean? It doesn't.
But it was because it was so ahead of its time.
Yeah, no, it has to be. Yeah,
I mean, it was.
Actually, you think about it like Darby Crash and stuff, but it's still Van Halen at that point was.
It was way ahead of its time, man. Yeah. You heard that? I heard Eruption. The first time I heard Eruption,
I
had one of those. So I had one of those little clock radios, little flips. Not even LEDs. They had the little flip letters, you know. And I remember that it came on, and I was learning how to play guitar at the time. I've been playing guitar since I was a little kid, and I was really bad at electric guitar. I was trying to learn. I heard Eruption, and I was across the room, and somehow I ended up on my knees in front of my little clock radio with my ear pressed against the speaker.
Exactly.
You know?
That was Hey Joe with me, actually. I'm older than you are.
When that was done, you know, You Really Got Me came on, that guitar. And then Dave's voice came over and and that was it for me, man. I was like, that's my world now.
You're right.
Now I want to be a musician. I saw an interview with Dave, and I was like, that's the job for me. That's what I want.
But to Dave's credit, because I'm not a Dave fan, but all of a sudden you get Billy Sheehan, you get Jason Becker, you get all these people that played with him.
His first 3 solo albums were great.
Exactly.
Skyscraper was weird, but it was a good album.
But you get Billy Sheehan, you get Steve Vai. I mean, Steve Vai and Billy Sheehan, we all love Talus. We didn't know what Steve Vai came from. We have Zappa, but you didn't know that. And if you're in LA, you maybe knew his Flexible Soul album, maybe. But then all of a sudden
I admire that kind of guitar playing, but I don't really seek that kind of music.
No, he's out there. He's like 3 steps ahead of everybody.
It's great. It's got that classical thing, and I love classical music too. I just, for some reason, it's just too, like, Surfing with the Alien, Joe Satriani, was great. It was like, wow, this is all just guitar. This is really neat.
I'm a Kotzen fan. I love Richard Kotzen.
And then there was a bunch of albums like that. Like, you know,
Mark Varney pushed down all that stuff to the limit. That was great. I mean, Mark Varney... Shrapnel got all that stuff going.
My thing is, give me something I can sing along with.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah.
Give me something.
Exactly.
You know? Like on the album, I did Stand Up and Shout. I wanted to do a song. That was like, I mean, some of those songs were songs that I wanted to do with the superheroes. You know, I wanted an anthem song that everybody's like, stand up and shout. You know? And get the crowd going. You know, the first song on the album was a rip-off of the rip-off. It was inspired by. It was inspired by "Hello, Ladies and Gentlemen" by Dietrich, because I wanted an opening song. It was like get everybody off your seat and let's go.
I think that was a good. You know, I love that album. So I played it every once in a while, but like it's still in my deep in my heart. It was like so. And then this guy with the live shows with Toby and everybody else.
Superhero live show was insane.
Damon told me that's what the whole premise is. A big show. We don't want nothing. We want big show.
Well, we wanted to look like we were a national touring band and that just were rolling through. And we're inspired by Kiss.
And then the cool thing, all of a sudden, you had the opening bands in the bleachers singing everything,
machines.
And then balloons dropping, and you guys all had Kiss guitars.
Okay. But at some point, you kind of fuck yourself because you're like, well, how can I top that? How do you top To Kikaida? And the theme song from Kikaida going on. You have a cross-dressing MC.
You put lights in the drummer?
And a balloon drop. I mean, where do you go? How do you top that shit? You know, you paint yourself into a corner.
You know, cannons, blasting, and then lights in the drummer.
Except blood. Yeah, lights in the drummer.
It's an inside joke.
That's a really...
he told me the second show, we're giving money and anybody gets a drummer photograph.
Well, the first show came, we did the first show, and there was like a bazillion pictures, and they were all like super cool. And there was like one picture of the drummer. I think he took it too.
Yeah, but he's at the very Brian. Hi, Brian. I love you, man. He's like very into the no lights on him.
He was pissed. And I don't blame him for being pissed, but I was like, oh, but dude, there's a lot of shit we acquire, dude. How do you
we need to actually, serious issue here. The rail's going through your part of town. How's that going to affect you?
What do you mean? Like
the rail's going right through your.
It's not going to affect the Thunder Studios.
So somehow, because it's going right.
Yeah, I'm going right past it, but it's not going to go.
Okay, good. No, that's fine. I was kind of worried because
he's going to be like under the rail line.
Eminent domain.
By the way, it's loud there anyway, so who cares? Yeah.
Actually, these loud, it's like that. So Thunder Studios.
I miss Thunder Studios, man.
You don't work there anymore?
I don't work there anymore. During COVID. COVID hit. He kind of didn't need me because we weren't doing a lot of practicing.
Yeah.
Mostly our band was practicing.
Yeah. Because there's a great photograph of you and Bootsy Collins.
Oh, yeah. I got to meet Bootsy. You know what? I don't get freaked out by a lot of famous people. I don't really give a shit. I met David Bowie in an elevator. That freaked me out. Because we were this close to like...
Oh, yeah. I'm a Bowie still.
That freaked me out. But yeah, Brian goes, oh, we got this big guy coming and we need to get ready and there's a bunch of stuff we need to do extra. And I was like, well, who's coming? He goes, Bootsy Collins. The godfather of fucking bass? No fucking way. I was like a little girl, man.
My Bowie story is in 1993 he put an album, Black Noise, White Tire, whatever. And then they needed a photographer for their press conference in LA. Because what happens is...
all you have to do is press conference.
Wait. So what happens is they're going to introduce like Tower Records or Reba Records, and like their publicist goes like, this is Joe Blow from Tower Records. And David goes, ready, Bill? Ready, David. And then the next person like, this is so-and-so from Rainbow Records. David goes, ready, Bill? Ready, David. For an hour. All I heard was
just, hey, this is so-and-so and so-and-so.
And then David would go like, ready, Bill? Ready, David? And it's like, I'm like, you got to be cool because it's Bowie.
Yeah.
He wrote Rebel.
And you know that all those pictures ended up on some fat cat's like in a frame behind the
yeah.
So you were the desperate photographer.
Yeah. And it was amazing. Like Amon was there and I'll be sure, but it was cool because like he would go.
When I was in Seattle, I was working at healthcare, and I was on the 15th floor of this hotel. It was the same floor as the radio station.
Yeah.
I remember the name of the radio station, 107.7 something. I don't know. It was the alternative station. Anyways, I go down, I get my coffee, I get on the elevator, hit the button, get on with a bunch of guys. The elevator door shuts. I look over. And there's fucking David Bowie. Like, you're looking at him, he's the one eye, and you're just like, I am this close to David Bowie. And I'm like, nice, David, nice to meet you. You know, I was trying to be cool, you know. And you're like, oh, you're David Bowie. I was fucking freaked out.
Yeah.
And then he got off the elevator. It was really nice meeting you. And he goes in, and he put on an acoustic show in the radio station, and you could see it through the window. So I was like, fanboy. It's David Bowie. Fun to check it out. It was cool. That's my David Bowie story.
It's amazing.
Pretty good. Yours is better though. Like
I got paid for it too, but
you got paid to meet David Bowie.
That's fine. This is Bowie, but it's still, you get to meet like your heroes. I mean, it would be like that's Alice Cooper. Who cares? It's Deep Purple. Black Sabbath. But Bowie's like. He wrote Rebel.
I met Alice Cooper. He was the nicest guy.
Oh, he's amazing. We'd sit there and talk about whatever, and then I take this great photograph of him, and it's in his office. And when somebody goes like, your photograph's in his office.
Okay, that's cool. That's good. I mean, that's a good place for it to be.
Yeah. It was the 80s, so and I didn't have time to like. Whatever. What? Larry Lars. Larry, I love you. Where are you? Larry. You know Larry.
I think I know Larry.
Yeah. He used to be here all the time. Actually, Larry's crazy cool because he actually was in Down for a little bit. And Down opened for Metallica all over Europe in 2008.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, you met Larry. Yeah. It's my bro too. Like you guys.
Is he a bass player?
Drummer.
I don't know.
Drummer.
He's a drummer.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Okay, so Tony,
What have you been up to?
doing this.
Well, let's just turn the table. What have you been up to?
Working. I got to print 3 portfolios out as soon as possible, and that's been for 2 months. The bad thing about digital photography,
Yeah.
it's gone. If you lose a DVD or whatever you back up, yeah, it's gone. And so I'm trying to do a Legends gallery.
Unless it was shared on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I can't print that shit. You can't print that. That's low res. Yeah. So there's this gig that Capono did with Jack Johnson and all those shit like that, and it's gone forever. And so I'm trying to do a rock and roll. That's Nick. Nick, where are you, fucker? You know Nick. Nick Gertson.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah. And then that's the cool thing about diesel because we're doing all this
Master's the
shit.
boss guy.
Yeah. That's nonstop.
So,
but
I
he-
admire that. You're doing stuff. That's cool.
But he
Do stuff.
He has a Dear Dario endorsement.
Really?
He gets free strings.
Free strings. Wow, tell me more.
We need
Where
to
do I
get
sign
you
up
a
for that shit?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, they don't want my stupid shit.
We never know. I mean, they like your
They say, strings for $5. Who cares?
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
I don't know.
Yeah. And
I
then,
mean, it's cool that you got a string endorsement.
yeah. Then other than that, then just try to get shit together. Yeah. I'll be on the East Coast in June.
Oh, wow.
But just trying to get the main thing is. Wait, I gotta say this is the beginning of season 2 for Raw Like Sushi, and I love the fact that one of my best buds ever.
I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, I'm happy.
You have
to
the
have
damn
you.
house.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
going to get out more.
Yeah, well, we'll try.
Yeah.
And then I ended season 1 with Linda, and I love Linda.
Oh, yeah, Linda's awesome.
She's my bud, and she got COVID. Linda, hope you feel
Well,
better.
here's what happened. I'm following her on Facebook, so she went to the Mary Monarch and came back and had COVID. So she got it clearly at the beginning.
Or in the airplane.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Bunch of filthy bastards. COVID's not really over, but we're
Yeah.
just so tired of it that, like,
Yeah.
just give me COVID. I don't fucking care.
And it depends. I mean, I'm too dumb to take. I mean, I'm like this crazy vitamin routine from hell since I was like, who knows when.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I really like 16.
You want to talk about crazy vitamins? I'm marrying a nurse. She's on my shit, man. It's like I've seen every specialist for everything that could possibly be
You
wrong.
look great.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get back to my fighting weight.
Yeah.
In there.
That's not helping.
It's just a beer.
I love that part.
I don't drink like I used to. It's weird.
Good.
Like
You have a
COVID was
girlfriend now.
heavy.
Yeah.
Well, she called me a lush,
Yeah. Well, that's
and
fine.
she was kind of spot on about it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like had to like look at myself and say, well, it's Tuesday. Do I really need to get wasted?
Yeah.
And the answer is kind of no. And
Yeah,
it's
no,
like, am I sad? No. Why am I? Am I angry? No. I mean, all the reasons you should get drunk. And
What time is it?
according to this, it's only 6.
Anyway.
Are we almost done here?
Yeah, kind of.
5:42.
That's good.
It's been fun to be by.
Yeah, that's like an hour plus.
Well, that's it.
I love you, man.
What the hell are we talking about, anyways? I don't even
Rock
remember.
and
It's a
roll.
blur. Jesus
It'll be posted on my website and like.
Yeah, so you can follow up if you missed the show. You can
Yeah.
follow up you can see all the terrible things I've said about everybody.
Nobody whatsoever. So
My
one
whole
more-
thing was I didn't want to be controversial and say some shit that people were going to hate me more than they already hate me. You know.
No, nobody hates you.
Well, if you're doing it, if you're doing it right, Bill,
Yeah.
you have haters.
I don't understand that part.
Well, you're just too goddamn nice and you're doing it wrong.
No, but
I'm telling you, you
it's
gotta
like,
have-
I don't give a shit about either way.
You just, if you're
That-
doing
that-
it right,
that-
you got some haters. That's all I'm
People
saying.
know me. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I do my art or whatever it is, and I like it. It's great. If you like it, great. If you don't like it,
You
I
have
don't give a shit
haters
either.
that aren't telling you that they're haters but they're jealous of your shit. You're out doing
What,
shit.
really? Are you guys hating on me? Let me know.
I mean, that's maybe table that for another episode, but I don't know. I just truly believe that, like, if you're doing it right, somebody's gonna hate you.
Okay, that's good. But I knew a long time
Because
ago.
my shit ain't for everybody. I mean, come
It's
on,
not supposed
man.
to be.
It's not
You're
supposed
doing
to
it for
be.
yourself. I tell my daughters, you do your art for yourself.
Love me or
and then-
hate me, I don't fucking care.
Whatever. It doesn't matter after that part. Doesn't care.
I don't care, which is a song on my album.
Okay, so
Is a video going to come? I'm going to do a
This
video.
is Damon, aka Zap Nasty.
Zap Nasty, baby.
Tell me where you can find your stuff again. Push.
Zap Nasty at Reverb Nation.
Yes.
My art's at D Ramsey Art.
And his art's amazing.
Etsy,
Yes.
Instagram. I got the whole. I'm trying to build it all back up again.
And thank you, Andy and Jasmine and Louie, for letting me do this crap here at Proof. So on the other side,
Thanks everybody for watching. I mean, I'm boring as shit. I don't know why you would want to tune in for that, but that's cool.
It's good. Anyway, I love you, man.
I love you too, man. So that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, shameless self-plug right there. Oh, it's backwards. How is that going to play? Maybe we won't get in trouble. Maybe we should get in trouble.
If you want to sponsor me, I don't give a shit. That's great.